The air inside Café Nebula shimmered with the glow of cosmic dust, swirling like glitter in zero gravity. It was a quiet corner of the intergalactic port orbiting Varel 9, a melting pot of species, accents, and smells both sweet and terrifying. The bell above the door chimed softly as a young human stepped in, his brown hair messy, his jacket worn. The waitress at the counter, a tall, silver-skinned alien with soft amethyst eyes and translucent hair that rippled like liquid glass, looked up, confused. Humans were rare out here. Very rare. "Table for one?" she asked, her voice melodic, like the hum of a crystal string. "Actually," he said, flashing a shy smile. "Make it for two. I'm waiting for someone." Her name tag read Lyra, and she'd been working this lonely station cafe for 3 solar cycles, long enough to see smugglers, traders, bounty hunters, and explorers come and go. But never a human. Not since the war ended. She brought him a glowing cup of Luna Blue brew, the cafe's signature drink, known for its mild telepathic properties. He took a sip and winced. "Tastes like someone melted a battery into a blueberry smoothie," he muttered. Lyra blinked, her translucent skin shimmering faintly with emotion. "Was that laughter?" "You're supposed to stir it first," she said, swirling the cup with a deft flick of her hand. The drink changed color instantly, from glowing blue to soft gold. He took another sip. "Oh, that's actually amazing." "I told you," she teased. Humans never read the instructions. Middle, the secret of the pulse. Over the next few rotations, the human, Eli, became a regular. He came every evening, always to the same corner table, always ordering the same drink. Sometimes he'd sit quietly, scribbling notes on an old datapad. Sometimes he'd talk with Lyra until her shift ended. Their conversations wandered, from constellations to ancient Terran myths, to how humans used to dream about the stars long before they reached them. One night, as she cleaned the counter, she asked, "Why are you really here, Eli?" He hesitated. Then, leaning closer, he whispered, "Because I'm dying." Lyra froze, her glowing eyes dimming. He smiled weakly. "Radiation sickness from the war. Nothing they can cure. I came here to see what's left of the galaxy before I stop seeing anything at all." She said nothing. The silence stretched between them like a thin string, fragile, humming with unspoken sadness. But then something unexpected happened. Lyra placed her delicate hand over his. "There's one thing," she whispered. "My kind, we can heal through resonance. It's forbidden to use on outsiders. But maybe." Eli blinked. "You mean like energy healing?" She nodded slowly. "Something like that. It transfers vitality through a harmonic pulse. But it's intimate and dangerous for both of us." He met her eyes, his voice soft. "Do it." She stared at him for a long moment, then led him to the back room, a chamber filled with dim violet light and crystalline air. Lyra placed her hand on his chest. Her pulse began to glow. He felt it, an electric warmth spreading through his body, every cell vibrating in harmony. His heartbeat slowed, then steadied, then strengthened. After a moment, she gasped and staggered back, her skin flickering with light. Eli took a breath, deep and full. He hadn't breathed like that in months. "You did it," he whispered, astonished. "I can feel it. I can actually." Lyra's knees wobbled. He caught her just before she fell. "Don't," she murmured weakly. "I told you it was dangerous. I gave too much." He pressed her hand against his chest. "Then takes him back." She smiled faintly. "That's not how it works, human." The turning point. The next day, she wasn't at the cafe. Nor the next. Eli waited, heart aching with guilt. When she finally returned, she looked pale, Her usual luminescence dimmed. My supervisor found out, she said quietly. They're transferring me to the inner colonies. Eli stood, his jaw tightening. Because you helped me? Because I broke our code, she replied. We're not supposed to bond with off-worlders. Especially not humans. Bond. She looked away, her cheeks glowing faintly. During the pulse, I felt your emotions. You saw mine. That's what happens when we resonate. It links us. Eli's heart thudded. Then that means you. Yes, she whispered. It means what you think it does. Silence. Then, almost like instinct, he reached for her hand. Then I'm coming with you. She shook her head. You can't. Humans aren't allowed past the outer sectors. They'd imprison you. He took a deep breath. Then help me get there anyway. The escape. That night they ran. Through neon-lit alleys and docking bays filled with sleeping ships. The sound of alarms echoed through the metal corridors as they boarded an abandoned shuttle. Lyra sealed the hatch and turned to him, her voice trembling. Eli, if we go through the rift gate, there's no coming back. Then I guess we'll just have to make somewhere new, he said with a grin. She smiled, tears glimmering like tiny stars. Humans are insane. Yeah, he replied. But you love it. She didn't deny it. As they jumped through the rift, the ship was bathed in violet light. The engine screamed, the world stretched, and suddenly, they were free. Ending. The return to the cafe. Months later, Café Nebula reopened under new management. Business was slow, until one day, the bell chimed again. Lyra stepped in, wearing a cloak to hide her shimmering skin. Eli followed behind, carrying a small case. The new waitress blinked. Can I help you? Eli smiled. Just passing through. Lyra leaned over the counter, whispering something to the waitress before they left. The waitress opened her hand to find a glowing shard of crystal pulsing faintly, Lyra's way of saying thank you and goodbye. Outside, Eli looked up at the stars. So, he said softly, what now? Lyra smiled, her hair catching the moonlight. Now we live. As they walked hand in hand into the starlit streets, a voice called from behind the cafe window. Wait, you can do it again already? The alien waitress had just watched Eli lift a fallen hover crate, something even two Glorix guards couldn't budge. Lyra only laughed, her voice like music in the night. He's human, she said. They never stop surprising us.